breath of heaven. Acti, shadows of doubt. The seminary corridors felt like rivers of silence, stretching into eternity with a hushed reverence. The thick tapestries absorbing my footfalls as though the very walls conspired to keep my presence a secret. Dust motes swirled in the last light of the setting sun, casting long shadows through stained glass windows, turning the hallway into a kaleidoscope of vivid orange and deep blues. My heart felt like a tangled mess akin to the trees outside, whipped by a restless wind. Doubts crowded my mind, their presence insistent and unyielding, as if the very air I breathed was tainted with uncertainty. Father Michael, the old priest, sat in calm repose on the chapel's oak bench, his eyes half open. The very picture of serene contemplation, his presence was as familiar and enduring as the flickering lamp above the tabernacle, a steady flame, barely wavering, yet undeniably alive. Uncertain if my voice was a disruption or a plea, he opened his eyes, but remained silent, inviting me to speak or to fall into the silence with him. His calm demeanor, an unspoken assurance that this sacred space held room for both. I slumped beside him, the weight of my doubts pressing heavily on my shoulders. Does God really hear us? Or am I just talking into the wind? He lifted a wrinkled hand, more eloquent in its silence than any words could ever be, a gentle invitation to explore the deeper questions of the soul. The chapel's air was thick with an ancient reverence, and I felt the weight of it settling around me. I closed my eyes, willing myself to pray, but the words tangled like fish in a net, elusive and slippery in the face of my uncertainties. Later, alone in my room, the familiar surroundings offered little comfort. I fell to my knees, feeling the cool touch of the wooden floor through the thin fabric of my trousers. The shadows crept in even here, though the pale glow from the window stretched across the floor like a gentle reminder of day. A crisis loomed, my heart heavy with unanswered questions. With hands folded tightly in an almost desperate clasp, I sought solace in the act of prayer. Lord of mercy, I whispered, my voice a mere breath in the quiet room. If you are truly there, hear my cry, I'm drowning in doubt. Show me that my prayers are more than empty echoes. I remained still, listening, the silence a thick, expectant blanket. The world outside fell away, leaving just my breathing and the faint rustle of trees beyond the window. For the first time, it felt less like a ritual and more a raw, unguarded plea, a begging for an answer, for a sign that I was heard. The next evening, drawn by an inexplicable pull, I returned to the chapel. I sat, my focus drawn to the lamp's small flame. Father Michael was there as always, his silhouette serene against the gathering dusk, offering a quiet companionship that asked for nothing in return. This time I sought no words from him. Instead, I settled silently at the altar's foot, letting my breathing match the rhythm of my heart. As I watched the flame, its steady flicker whispered to my spirit, Let prayer be your breathing. A thought intruded, soft as a dawn breeze. It wasn't an audible voice, but a whisper in my soul, an echo of the divine that stirred something deep within. I closed my eyes, surrendering to the gentle urging. Shepherd of my soul. I prayed the words unhurried, each syllable a step in faith. Guide me not just in sound, but in silence. Teach me to listen. An unexpected peace washed over me, gentle yet profound, as if the air itself had cleared. When I opened my eyes, the chapel seemed different, more alive, more sacred. Every shadow and beam of light a testament to the presence I had longed to feel. As if my own eyes had finally seen it, for the sanctuary it truly was. The turning prayer. I'd carried for far too long. This prayer came from the heart. Holy One, take my uncertainties, I surrender them. Fill me with courage to walk where your light leads. A warmth spread within, a gentle flame inside mirrored by the lamp above, offering a silent promise of divine companionship. Rising, I felt lighter. Each step forward, leaving the weight of doubt behind. Father Michael caught my eye, a knowing glint in his gaze, though he spoke not a word. cast long shadows, painting orange and crimson hues across the city. The air was thick with smoke's acrid scent, clinging like an unwelcome memory. Ash floated down like blackened snow, whispering silent eulogies for all that was lost. Jake stood before the charred ruins of the house, his jacket heavy with loss. The skeletal remains of what had once been a home stood stark against the fiery sky. Each beam a testament to resilience and ruin. In his pocket he held a child's drawing, its vibrant colors a fragile symbol of hope. Amidst the destruction, kneeling on the ashen ground, Jake felt guilt and helplessness, each heartbeat questioning why he survived when others hadn't. The charred earth scorched beneath his knees, a tactile reminder of the inferno's wrath. Clutching the drawing to his chest, he whispered with a voice broken yet hopeful, Lord of mercy, why was I spared? I did all I could, yet it feels like it's never enough. A tear traced his soot-smeared face, mingling with dirt and grief to blend sacred with broken. The evening breeze, gentle as a friend's touch, seemed to remind him of grace amidst his doubts, a soft caress that whispered of divine presence. Days passed like chapters. Jake was reluctant to read each new dawn, a reminder of the night that had scorched their world. Though the fires were out, an inner conflagration lingered within him, smoldering with unresolved sorrow and questions. Rachel, his wife, watched him with loving patience, her presence a comforting balm. Her fingers traced a brass lamp, its steady glow a testament to endurance amidst their shadows. For Jake, its light was a beacon amidst his internal tempest, a silent companion in the midnight hours when sleep eluded him. One evening, as dusk deepened and shadows gathered, Jake stood at the window, lost in thoughts. The skyline, once vibrant with life, was now ghostly and still an echo of what used to be. He felt restless, seeking solace in a world turned upside down. The child's drawing on the wall stood out, a splash of color in his grayscale mind, a reminder of innocence and dreams. Shepherd of my soul, Jake prayed, the lamp casting gentle patterns that danced across the walls like whispers of peace. Guide me through this darkness, help me release this burden. His words were a surrender, release of his heart's tight grip as he laid down his anxieties at the feet of the one who holds all answers. In the ensuing silence, God's presence comforted him, a divine whisper tenderly assuring, you are chosen to carry the light through darkness. His spirit calmed the storm within him, subsiding to a peaceful hush. With clarity from prayer, Jake sought out families affected by the fire. He knocked on doors, each step humbling and empowering, with the act of reaching out as healing as it was daunting. Listening to their stories and sharing grief became a shared mosaic of resilience, each piece a testament to the human spirit. Through their stories he found his heart mending, as if divine threads sewed his spirit together, repairing the unseen tears. During that healing week, Jake sat with the young girl, the artist of the drawing. Her dreams of becoming a painter sparkled in her eyes, undimmed by the smoke. Her joy a burst of light that pierced his darkness. In her innocence, Jake saw God's enduring promise, a reflection of hope and creation that soothed his weary soul. You're like a hero, she declared playfully, her words a crown on his weary head, an accolade he felt he did not deserve. Jake smiled gently, softening the worry lines etched into his face. No, he said, I'm just a man who prays. His response was simple, a testament to the power of faith and humility. Twilight's blessing, under the amber dusk, the sky a masterpiece of golden rose. Jake stood in a newly constructed community garden, a tangible rebirth from ashes. Each plant symbolized hope, their shoots reaching heavenward, a green chorus of life proclaiming resilience and new beginnings. His heart lighter, each breath a The classroom buzzes with youthful energy, like a winter wind outside. Each word spoken by my students is vibrant, yet uncontained. I stand at the blackboard, snapping the chalk, a small break on a vast canvas. The room quiets momentarily, eyes on my hands, sensing my resolve fracture. The noise resumes, chaotic like a storm. I glance outside, the world blanketed in white whispers of peace. Yet chaos reigns within these walls. My heart pounds with the weight of shaping young minds, hopes fragile like icicles. In this unrest I bow my head, murmuring a prayer. Lord of mercy, grant me patience and wisdom today. I whisper, seeking solace in God's embrace. A faint nudge, an inner whisper assures me today is a day to serve with joy. I inhale deeply, feeling warmth settle in my chest, renewed by prayer. The class resumes, broken chalk forgotten, replaced by renewed resolve. The lunch bell scatters students like leaves. They pour out the door laughing, leaving the morning's aftermath. I spot Tommy lingering, eyes on lunch bags, a silent nod to a want beyond hunger. His quiet demeanor, lack of a lunch account, details pain, his portrait of need. Resolutely I gather my lunch remains and approach him. Tommy, join me for lunch, I offer, hoping for both nourishment and companionship. His eyes widen, hope flickering like spring buds. His nod speaks trust and gratitude. Quietly I offer a prayer of gratitude. Shepherd of my soul, thank you for guiding me to act with compassion. A gentle warmth spreads within, urging me to serve with grace and joy, affirming the sacredness of simple kindness. As we eat, the room fills with a different resonance, a quiet symphony of understanding, woven by unspoken fellowship bonds. Listening in the rain, night falls softly, wrapping the world in peace. The classroom is empty, save for me. The rain outside, tapping a gentle symphony on the windows. Lamps cast a soft glow, shadows dancing like spirits. I sit alone, marking papers, replaying the day's events. The moment with Tommy lingers, an echo of God's grace, and discovering my role in his tapestry. The room is warm against the steady rain, each drop a prayer in a heavenward chorus. I pause, bowing my head in prayer. Holy One, if I failed in patience, forgive me. Teach me to listen, see beyond words, and serve with joy. The rain becomes a soothing hymn, reminding that God's love renews with each beat. A profound peace settles, knowing my prayers are heard. The call to serve joyfully resounds, a sacred charge whispered into my heart, rekindling commitment to this path. Papers before me bear witness to the days air is lighter. Whispers of grace, sunbeams pierce clouds, warming more than earth. They warm the soul, engaging my students. My heart is renewed, each interaction an opportunity to live joy in service. Laughter mingles with constriction sounds, each a note in life's orchestra. Tommy approaches, shyly smiling, handing me a drawing. A burst of colors and shapes, gratitude without words in his eyes. God's message is clear, serve joyfully and blessings abound. The classroom once challenging transforms into my chapel, a sacred space where each soul is a living prayer. Every smile, every shared struggle is a prayer, rising like incense. Lord, grant me the wisdom to serve with joy. Guide my heart to seek your light in every presence. Quell my fears and renew my spirit daily, that I may spread your love through humble acts. Beneath the crimson sky, act high, the rivers lament. Dust descends over the city, painting it in crimson and gold. Skyscrapers stand like sentinels, reflected in the river's gentle current. I sit on the riverbank, my guitar cradled in my lap. The scent of damp earth and distant street food mingles in the evening breeze as the city hums its nightly tune. I strum my guitar, the first note smooth, then a string snaps with a sharp twang, leaving a discordant echo. I stare at the broken string, feeling as unraveled as it, dreams deferred and paths untaken. Lord of mercy, I whisper, my voice lost among the rustling leaves. Why does everything I touch seem to fall apart? Show me my purpose, guide my hands. The river murmurs softly beside me, yet I hear no clear answer. I close my eyes, seeking solace in the rhythm of my breath, trying to listen beyond my doubts. Silence echoes within, yet I hold on, waiting for a sign as elusive as the evening mist. Street lamps flicker on, casting a soft glow. Footsteps crunch on the gravel path, and a stranger emerges. A young man with a humble smile, his eyes kind. He hums a tune that feels both familiar and foreign, weaving into the stillness, reviving a song buried in my heart. That song, he says, his voice warm, reminds me of hope. I hum it when the world feels heavy. The melody is ancient yet new, carrying history and yearning that transcends words. The simplicity of his presence is a balm to my spirit, with an unspoken understanding. He kneels next to me on the dew-kissed grass. Sometimes when we're lost, it's not the song that's wrong, it's the way we hear it. May I pray with you, prayer of renewal. Together we bow our heads amidst dusk's whispers. Shepherd of my soul, he prays, his words like rain on parched soil. Guide us through our doubts, may we walk with those who are heavy laden, sharing their burdens as you share ours. His prayer is soothing, filling the void left by despair. His sincerity opens a space within me, where vulnerability meets grace, a fragile faith almost forgotten. I see my snap string not as an end, but as a call to change, to adapt my song to the present, to the Holy One who hears even in silence. The river's murmur becomes a chorus, confirming I am not alone. We rise, my spirit lighter, I thank him, and he departs. Steps fading into the night, I watch, holding on to the light he brought into my soul. But not lonely, I retune my guitar, letting the remaining strings resonate. A raw and refined harmony full of promise. The music flows unbound by perfection, shaped by whispers and a stranger's prayer. Each note is a prayer, a dialogue with the Holy One, echoing with renewed promise. I understand now, my song is a journey, a path with those cast aside, the oppressed and forgotten, their stories intertwine with mine, each burdened yet bound by the same melody, by the river under the sky. I find sacred connection, a calling to listen, accompany and heal city. Lights twinkle like stars, a reminder of the divine in the mundane, the sacred in our journey. Holy One, your guidance is my light. Help me walk with those who suffer, to hear their silent cries and share their journey. May my life be a song of hope and healing, a testament to your love Cacti, ember shadows, dust cast long shadows, painting orange and crimson hues across the city. The air was thick with smoke's acrid scent, clinging like an unwelcome memory. Ash floated down like blackened snow, whispering silent eulogies for all that was lost. Jake stood before the charred ruins of the house, his jacket heavy with loss, his skeletal remains of what had once been a home stood stark against the fiery sky, each beam a testament to resilience and ruin. In his pocket he held a child's drawing, its vibrant colors a fragile symbol of hope amidst the destruction. Kneeling on the ashen ground, Jake felt guilt and helplessness, each heartbeat questioning why he survived when others hadn't. The charred earth scorched beneath his knees, a tactile reminder of the inferno's wrath, clutching the drawing to his chest. He whispered with a voice broken yet hopeful, Lord of mercy, why was I spared? I did all I could, yet it feels like it's never enough. A tear traced his soot-smeared face, mingling with dirt and grief to blend sacred with broken. The evening breeze, gentle as a friend's touch, seemed to remind him of grace amidst his doubts, a soft caress that whispered of divine presence. Days passed like chapters. Jake was reluctant to read each new dawn, a reminder of the night that had scorched their world. Though the fires were out, an inner conflagration lingered within him, smoldering with unresolved sorrow and questions. Rachel, his wife, watched him with loving patience, her presence a comforting balm. Her fingers traced a brass lamp, its steady glow a testament to endurance amidst their shadows. For Jake, its light was a beacon amidst his internal tempest, a silent companion in the midnight hours when sleep eluded him. One evening, as dusk deepened and shadows gathered, Jake stood at the window, lost in thoughts. The skyline, once vibrant with life, was now ghostly and still, an echo of what used to be. He felt restless, seeking solace in a world turned upside down. The child's drawing on the wall stood out, a splash of color in his grayscale mind, a reminder of innocence and dreams. Shepherd of my soul, Jake prayed, the lamp casting gentle patterns that danced across the walls like whispers of peace. Guide me through this darkness, help me release this burden. His words were a surrender, a release. release of his heart's tight grip as he laid down his anxieties at the feet of the one who holds all answers. In the ensuing silence, God's presence comforted him, a divine whisper, tenderly assuring you are chosen to carry the light through darkness. His spirit calmed the storm within him, subsiding to a peaceful hush. Courage in you with clarity from prayer. Jake sought out families affected by the fire. He knocked on doors, each step humbling and empowering, with the act of reaching out as healing as it was daunting. Listening to their stories and sharing grief became a shared mosaic of resilience, each piece a testament to the human spirit. Through their stories he found his heart mending, as if divine threads sewed his spirit together, repairing the unseen tears. During that healing week, Jake sat with the young girl, the artist of the drawing. Her dreams of becoming a painter sparkled in her eyes, undimmed by the smoke. Her joy, a burst of light that pierced his darkness. In her innocence, Jake saw God's enduring promise, a reflection of hope and creation that soothed his weary soul. You're like a hero, she declared playfully, her words a crown on his weary head, an acolyte he felt he did not deserve. Jake smiled gently, softening the worry lines etched into his face. No, he said, I'm just a man who prays. His response was simple, a testament to the power of faith and humility. Twilight's blessing under the amber dust whiskered in a In a small bakery on a sleepy street corner, dawn painted the sky in pale gold, casting a soft glow on the cobbled streets. The serenade of birds waking filled the morning air, mingling with the comforting aroma of freshly baked bread. Manuel, an immigrant baker, felt his spirit lift as he stood alone in his humble oven-lit sanctuary. With skill and steadiness, he pressed his hands into dough. A rhythmic prayer begun at 4 a.m., a sacred ritual imbued with cadence and quiet devotion. Each need became a silent release, each fold a whispered liturgy of hope to God. Lord of mercy, guide my hands, give these loaves your warmth. He murmured words rising like the steam from his oven, ephemeral yet eternal. Beneath the comforting routine, however, simmered a quiet crisis. Just blocks away, a large industrial competitor had opened its stainless steel doors, its brightly lit windows beckoning his once loyal patrons like moths to a flame. The bakery's empty chairs and quiet mornings echoed this new reality. His sigh mingling with the methodical rhythm of his work. Pausing, he rested his hands on the dough, grounding himself in the age-old practice that followed. Holy One, I need your help. Show me the path, for I am weary. The words were spoken not in despair, but in a faith birthed from necessity. As the bakery doors opened with a soft chime, a gentle light bathed the shop, filtering through the large window panes. Customers trickled in at a leisurely pace, drawn by the scent of bread, the promise of warmth on a cool morning. Yet beneath their cheerful exchanges, Manuel's heart remained heavy with worry, a worry that shadowed each transaction, each courteous smile. Outside, a figure hesitated, a woman whose silhouette was both unfamiliar and familiar all at once. A rival baker named Lucia, her eyes held a plea, sincere and humble, as she crossed the threshold of his domain. Approaching the counter, she said softly, "Forgive my intrusion, but we've run out of flour, could you spare some?" Her gentle request lingered, enveloping the space between them. Taken aback, Manuel's first instinct was caution, his mind quickly assessing the implications. Yet an unseen hand seemed to brush against his heart, urging him to look beyond the immediate. He saw a story reflected in her eyes, one not so different from his own. Nodding, he surprised himself. "Take what you need," he said, his voice steady, resonating with a generosity that surpassed understanding. The exchange was simple yet profound, a transaction not of commerce but of compassion. Later, as daylight faded into the embrace of night, Manuel sat alone beneath the dim illumination of the bakery's light. The shadows of his decisions stretching across the floor like unspoken questions. How could he help but compel competitor when his own livelihood was hanging by a thread. Yet the kindness he offered seemed to stir something deeper within. A seed planted in soil he did not yet understand. On his knees he prayed, a whisper, a confession of vulnerability and trust. Shepherd of my soul, I am unsure. I have given, and yet I fear. Help me see through your eyes, to trust in your wisdom beyond my own. As he lingered in the silence, a peace unexpected and promising washed over him, smoothing the rough edges of doubt. In the quiet of that sacred moment, he sensed God's gentle guidance, urging him to let go of fear, clinging tight to his chest. Courage welled up from a place not of certainty, but of faith, transcending the immediate concerns of the day. He rose, his heart lighter, ready to embrace whatever was to come. The next day, as dawn painted the sky with soft hues, a change palpable as the morning mist filled the air. Manuel's bakery began to draw new faces, each step taken by an invisible thread of community woven from shared kindness. Lucia returned, gratitude shining in every gesture, her presence a testament to the power of small acts of generosity. She brought freshly baked loaves to share, placing them on the counter beside his, a tapestry of flavors and stories, speaking without words. In sharing what little he had, Manuel found not just a new ally, but a community defining itself not through competition, but through a shared human spirit. Word spread of the bakery's warmth,